Hello, this is a short video introducing a life story for children and young people who live in kinship care. At KCAS, we have developed a specific workshop talking about life story, which we offer to all kinship carers in Scotland. We have also developed resources which you can download from our website, and I will talk to you a bit about today. Let me first tell you about the workshop we offer. Everyone is on a journey in their life from the day they are born. All children who are unable to be cared for by their parents need to have an understanding of their family history and of their unique journey. Our role as adults is to help children make sense of their past and understand the current situation in order to help them move forward into the future. Otherwise, children will try and fill in the gaps in what they know and can remember. We know it can be difficult for adults to know where to start and how to start having this conversation with our children. Often we wait for the children to ask us, or if they do, we don't know what to say, and maybe we worry about hurting their feelings, or we don't feel like we can be honest and share the truth with them. These feelings are valid, but we need to remember that we can't protect children from what has happened or make it better by putting it all behind them. They already have experienced it, so we need to help them make sense of it. The workshop we offer explores why it is important to have these important conversations and how to start with them. Life story is a chance for the child to explore their emotions and talk about painful issues. It's a chance for children to access important factual information and provide a narrative for children which will help them keep memories. During the workshop, we will talk about how we start this important conversation through open and honest dialogue with children. We hope to give you confidence in knowing what to say. There will be opportunities to talk about specific examples and how we would approach certain topics such as substance abuse, death, neglect, or any other issues which have affected your children and your family. The workshop is a chance to bring up any questions you have and get a better understanding of why life story is a part of everyone's life and how to approach it. As I said earlier, alongside this workshop, we have developed some free downloadable resources which you can access on our website, www.kinship.scot. I will share my screen now and show you how to access these resources. So you can see this is the homepage of Kinship Care, the advice service for Scotland. Kinship.scot is how you access it. Now, if you go into the first tab for kinship carers and some options come down, if you go to support, scroll down and then scroll down again to life story in kinship care. And you can click on life story in kinship care. Now, this is the page which will offer you all the information about kinship care. So there's an introduction about life story in kinship care and why life story is important. And then there are 4 further tabs. Why life story is important, what are the benefits and preparation, how do I do it, some tips and suggestions, and a summary. We also have some downloadable leaflets, which I will show you just now. So if we go into the 4 different tabs, this will talk to you about why it's important, some of the theory. It's the same themes which are covered in the workshop. Obviously, this is just in written form. The benefits and why it's important for children, and some tips and suggestions on how you do it. So if you click on each tab, you will be able to access more information. In terms of tips and suggestions, we always recommend that you prepare, you rehearse, you check in the facts and all the information you have, and you make sure that you've got some support for yourself as well. Because this can be also a motive for yourself, and having some support and people to check things out with and rehearsing what you want to say to your children is really important. First of all, for you, so you feel confident in using certain sentences or see what works for you in terms of language, but also to make sure that children can check things out with other people in the family. So it's very likely that children may speak to you about it, but they might want to check out other information to check that what you're saying to them is consistent. If you go back to the main page, as I said, there was some free downloads. So Life Story in Kinship Care is just a leaflet that you can download and print out with the same information that's on the website. So about why Life Story is important, some tips on how to go about it. Then we have some leaflets, some child-friendly booklets, I guess, which you can print off. They're very colorful and very child-friendly, which is a tool to help you start maybe some of that work and some of those conversation with children. So my life story is a bit like a booklet, and you can see that the child will fill that in. So they can put their name, or they can draw themselves, or put a photo. And each section, there's an explanation of and some suggestions of what to put in. So you've got the contents here, where they live now. So we always recommend to start with this one to ground them in the present, to talk about all their favorite things that they want to do, their feelings, who they live with, what they like to play with, when they were born, and thinking about the future a bit as well. So about me, you can see that there's a little introduction and suggestions of what you can include in about me and help the child fill that in. So you can do that with them. It can feel less threatening for the child just to have something to focus on and do some drawing, and also it means that they take ownership of their life story. So they can include a photo or a drawing or something else you can do together. It's really quite good to be led by the child in terms of what they want to do and how they want to do it. There's a number of pages to do that. So again, if you follow the instructions, it will guide you in terms of what to do. The second is the beginnings, my first home. So this is kind of going back in time, and you would introduce that, and we looked at where we are now, but you didn't always live here. You were with your mom or your dad, or your mom and dad. I think it's important that we talk about those things openly. So again, the contents, that you've got the contents, you can have a look at it before. You can familiarize yourself with the booklets. And again, it gives you some instructions and some ideas of what to include in there and what you know as well. So it might be useful for you to read the booklets beforehand and then think, okay, I know all this, or maybe there's some gaps here, and maybe I could find out more information and where I would find that. So it actually takes quite a lot of preparation. That's why it's important that before you do anything with the children, make sure you're prepared and familiar with some of the booklets or some of the information we're giving you here. And then you've got memories from schools and nursery and teachers. I guess it's a helpful way that if the child's not always been to the school they're at now, it could be useful to have some nice memories from previous teachers and previous nursery staff about some anecdotes or nice, stories they've got about the child. It kind of adds, to their past. They might not remember that, but I think most of us have an opportunity and the chance to speak to people who knew us when we were very little, and they can give us stories, and that kind of enriches who we are, and kind of threads into the tapestry of our life and who we are. So it can be really useful. And the last one, My Life with You, which kind of reiterates and think about the future a bit more and some of the things you like doing together. So please, I'm going to stop sharing now, but please take the time to go to the website where you can see some more information about Life Story and Kinship Care. And the website is www.kinship.scot, and you go for Kinship Care's support and Life Story and Kinship Care. If you want some more information, don't hesitate to email us at advice@kinshipscot.org here above, or our helpline 0808-800-0006. We do offer some workshop on Life Story online, and we've got some plans. So for more details, please contact us, and we hope to see you very soon on one of our workshops. Thank you.